To be born as an elephant looks glorious to us humans. Huge body, curved tusks catching sunlight, and wisdom mirrored in tired eyes. We call them gentle giants, marvels of the wild. But what if the very things that make you magnificent, your tusks, your strength, your intelligence, become chains tied around your life? To be born as an elephant in today's world is not a blessing of majesty. It is often the curse of being hunted, chased, and stolen. A life where your every step echoes under the weight of greed. If this opening already feels heavy, hit like, because the journey we're about to enter may change the way you look at elephants forever. Chapter 1. Born with a price tag. An elephant calf enters the world with wide, innocent eyes, yet before it even learns to walk, its fate is already written. Its tusks, which will grow with time, are worth thousands in illegal markets. They are hunted not for who they are, but for what they carry. To be born into a body where your ivory is more valuable than your entire life. That is being born into a death sentence. Chapter 2. Childhood in fear. Instead of carefree play, elephant calves grow knowing fear. They watch their mothers stiffen at every sound, their herds freezing at every shadow. Instead of learning to trumpet in joy, they grow up listening to the gunshots that cut through forests. For them, childhood is never truly innocent. It is a rehearsal for running, for hiding, for surviving in a world that wants to erase them. Chapter 3. Stolen families. The bonds of elephants are legendary. Herds led by majesty, calves nursed for years, families staying close even in old age. But poaching tears these ties apart. An adult killed for ivory means an orphan left to starve or wander alone. Few cries in the animal world echo as tragically as that of a baby elephant calling for a mother who will never answer. To be born an elephant is to live with the constant risk of grief too heavy to bear. Chapter 4. The memory that haunts. An elephant never forgets. Humans say it with pride. But for the elephant, this memory is a curse. They remember poachers. They remember blood pooling where their family once stood. They revisit killing fields, even decades later. To never forget means to carry trauma your entire life. For elephants, memory is not just a gift. It is a wound that never closes. Chapter 5. Chains of captivity. Not every elephant dies from bullets. Many are captured alive, broken into submission, and paraded in circuses, temples, or logging camps. Massive animals forced to drag logs, perform tricks, or stand under costumes simply for human entertainment. The gentle giant becomes a slave, its strength stolen, soul shattered. For an animal born to roam miles, captivity is not safety. It is a life sentence behind invisible bars. Chapter 6. Worship or exploitation. Festivals paint elephants with colors. Tourists ride them in camps, and societies display them as symbols of honor. But under the glamour lie chains at their feet, sores on their backs, and eyes dulled with exhaustion. Worship feels more like performance. Respect becomes exploitation dressed with decoration. To be born an elephant is to be paraded as culture, while your dignity rots away quietly. Chapter 7. The Forever Run. In shrinking forests and crowded villages, elephants live life on the run. Bulldozers eat their homes. Poachers stalk their paths. Farmers snare their routes. Their days are marked with chasing, their nights with hiding. Imagine being the largest land animal on Earth, yet always running. Running from the bullet, the trap, the chain. Born huge, yet never safe. To exist only in flight is the definition of life, cursed by fear. Tell me in the comments, do you think it's worse to live in chains, or to live forever on the run? Chapter 8: The Ghost of Extinction. Every elephant carries not just its own life, but its species on its back. Africa's herds shrink. Asia's elephants vanish into fragmenting forests. Every baby born enters a bloodline closer to ending. To be born an elephant today is to be born into extinction. Countdown. Living proof of life that humans treat as temporary. Their very existence feels borrowed, hanging by the mercy of human decisions. Chapter 9: The Silent Dignity. And yet, elephants walk with a grace that belies their suffering. They trumpet under sunsets, they reach trunks to comfort one another, they bury their dead with a gentleness no scripture can teach us. Even while hunted, they refuse to lose dignity. Humans may own their ivory, but they can never own their silence, their gaze, or that deep rumble that speaks more truth than a library of books. Chapter 10: The Clash with Humans. An elephant was never meant to be man's enemy. Yet, as forests shrank, hungry herds wander into farmlands searching for food. What do they find? Firecrackers tied to crops, electric fences, angry mobs beating them back. A creature that once walked freely across open plains now stands accused of destroying property. To be born an elephant means carrying guilt for crimes you never chose, punished for trying to survive. Chapter 11: The Final Trumpet. When an elephant falls from bullets or exhaustion in captivity, the silence it leaves is louder than any shot fired. The herd lingers, they touch the fallen body, they mourn. A final trumpet echoes into the forest, not just of one death, but of an entire world growing smaller. And in that mournful cry lies a question for us humans. How many final trumpets will fade before we realize what we VA'd destroyed, ending the untold truth of giants? So what does it mean to be born as an elephant? It means carrying tusks that sign your death certificate. It means growing up in fear, losing families to greed, remembering pain forever, and running endlessly, even though you are the largest thing to walk the earth. Next time you see ivory jewelry, a circus photo, or even a festival parade, remember this life. Remember that majesty is not protection when greed is the hunter. Tell me, is being born a giant really a blessing, or the heaviest curse of them all? If this gave you a new perspective, honor their memory. Like, comment, and subscribe to keep these hidden truths alive. Because silence kills faster than bullets.